Don't start a government contracting business. Start a business. Hey, my name is Rick Howard, owner of GovClose DoD Contract Academy, former government procurement officer. You guys, listen, I get a lot of inquiries from people that have businesses that are selling to the government, from people that have businesses that are selling B2B, B2C, and a growing number of people who don't have a business. But they come to me and say, hey, Rick, I want to start a government contracting business. So if this is the first time you're hearing it, here's a truth bomb. Do not start a government contracting business. You need to start a business, meaning you have a product or service that you are selling B2B, business to business, or B2C, business to consumer. If you don't have a product or service, what do you think you're selling to the government? You think that you're going to find a solicitation and then find a company that can do the work and then write a proposal to the government, and they're going to have the trust and confidence in your company that actually doesn't do any of the work and never has to win that contract? Good luck with that. Now, look, you might write 30 proposals and get lucky. Think of all of the work that you are putting into that. It just doesn't make sense. So by all means, if you have a company and you have commercial revenue, selling to the government can be very lucrative, and now might be the time for you to start. If you're selling to the government already and you want to improve what you are doing some research, reading books, listening to the strategies and tactics we put out there, the interviews we have done with successful CEOs and salespeople, you could certainly improve what you're doing. But if you want to start a business, the option that really makes sense is for you to learn the government contracting process and then start working as a consultant or an advisor. Now, that's where our certification program can help you out if you're in that boat, and you can check that out at govclose.com. But look, I wanted to put this out there that you don't start a government contracting business. You are going to waste so much time. Let me give you just an example of what that looks like. You go through the work of finding a solicitation. You put the work in to identify a teaming partner, someone that can actually do the work. Then you write a proposal. That's a lot of work. Just writing a proposal, by the way, you wouldn't get me to write a proposal for a company for under $15,000. So, when I bring people through our certification program, you don't write proposals for free. You don't work with companies for free. This is very lucrative. Once you understand this environment, this type of work generates revenue for you and generates revenue for the companies that you're working with. Okay, so you write a proposal, which takes time. You send it into the government. It could be 3 months before you even know if you've won or lost. And if you found a solicitation and then found a company that could do the work and you don't do the work, odds are you are not going to win that proposal. In fact, maybe 1% chance, probably less, that you're going to win that proposal. So you have to write proposal after proposal after proposal, which is tons and tons and tons and tons of work that you're not getting paid for. And months and months and months are going to go by. You're never going to make a dime. And then when you finally do, big if, you actually win a contract, what happens then? Well, now that you actually have a ton of work to do, you're the prime contractor responsible to the government to provide whatever it is you convinced them that you could do. You have to manage the subcontractor, make sure they deliver. If it goes wrong, you're the one getting a call in the middle of the night. This is not even close to being passive income. And by the way, how much of that contract is actually going in your pocket? Let's say it's a $150,000 contract. Your profit might be $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on that. Well, you just spent 6 months trying to get it. And now you're going to spend another, who knows, depending on the contract, 3 to 6 months, a year, making sure that your subcontractor is delivering whatever it is that they're supposed to deliver. That doesn't make sense. You could make that in 2 weeks as a consultant or an advisor. Now, if you're already selling commercially, that's a different story. If you're selling business to business, that's a different story because you have a product or solution. You have a specialty, right? Accounting, construction, cybersecurity, some new cool software tool You have something and you can offer that to the government to solve one of their requirements. That is far different. That's a new source of income. That's B2G. So as a business, you have business to business, B2B income generating, and you can have business to government income generating. And those two can offset each other. You can build a very robust business that way. So just wanted to give you a quick heads up. Hopefully this is a piece of truth and direct honesty that you might not be getting elsewhere. You want to be very careful with how you spend your time in business and learn from the mistakes of others. Government contracting is the long game. It's a lot of hard work. It is a specialty very few people understand. And if you're going to get into it, you need to get into it with your eyes wide open. Okay, that's all I've got. Leave your comments and suggestions for other videos you want to see, and we take those into consideration. We'll see you next time.